This weekend, there was a situation, a Game 7, where, just a team from little old Indianapolis went into the garden and did some gardening, pal. Ha, 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 ha! Pacers, Game 7, the Mecca. You know what we did?
Mm-hmm.
You see that? In the garden, whacking weeds, dominating. That's what the Knicks from Indianapolis went out there and did, to the chagrin of everybody in sports media, seemingly. Should I feel as bitter against everybody that has a microphone about the way they talked about the Pacers' chances in this series? And how do you feel as a Knicks fan with a team that had, great year, fantastic year?
Well, for starters, I was the one. I said all last week that I thought Friday night was the series. I thought with the turnaround from Game 6 to Game 7, with the Knicks as short in their rotation as they were, I didn't see any conceivable chance that they were going to be able to turn around with travel this time and win a Game 7, regardless of where it was played. I think I said last week, I don't care if that game is played at the Garden or on the Moon, I don't see the Knicks winning Game 7. Okay. To me, Friday night was the game. And I think Rick Carlisle is going to go to the Hall of Fame for two reasons, or showed you two things in this series. He knows how to push the right buttons. At the end of the day, all coaches can make good adjustments and bad adjustments, and good moves and bad moves. And the move to put Nesmith on Jalen Brunson in Game 3 was one that I almost thought he waited a game longer than he should have. All coaches do that. But I think he pushed two excellent buttons during this series. I think the button he pushed at the end of Game 2 with his players and with the fans in Indiana, and you obviously were there, we all saw you sitting courtside, playing the small market card the way he did, playing the us against the world card, I thought that was really smart. And then the second piece of it that I think he did really well as far as that's concerned is the way he challenged his guys after Game 5. The difference in Game 5 was not any adjustment. It wasn't anything that Tibbs did. People are quick to try and give him credit. And I'm not suggesting he didn't do anything. In Game 5, the Knicks played like they needed it, and the Pacers didn't. The Pacers played like the moment was too big for them. They looked jittery in the Garden. All this gardening that you were doing looked like it was actually getting to them. And Carlisle basically said, and you guys probably have the quote, Carlisle said, guys, you just got your ass handed to you. Get a rebound, dive on the floor, play like you're where you're supposed to be. And I thought his team really responded to that. They came out on Friday exactly the way they needed to. They looked like the desperate team in a game that I thought the Knicks should have been desperate to win. And after Game 6, there was no question in my mind the Pacers are going to win yesterday.
They're kind of like America's team, too, able to take tough coaching. They came together.
United.
Added a star, Pascal, Siakam. Siakam, obviously, you added him mid-season. No problem at all. Miles Turner being able to adjust. Tyrese Halliburton comes in and becomes the star, signs a massive 5-year deal. TJ McConnell just doing his role. Guy with sweet fade.
Ben Shepherd.
Dog. Ben Shepherd is a dog.
Weapon.
And then Rick Carlisle, you look at a guy, you're like, that guy looks like Jim Carrey. What else can he do? Oh, head coach, 22 years in the NBA. He's got a team in Indiana. Completely relevant again. Yeah. And breaking the hearts of the big city. Greeny, you know it. The bias coverage was something that, we were sick of, Greeny. We were sick of it out here. You know what I mean? Sick of it.
I'm not surprised. We heard a lot of that last year, too, when the Nuggets were playing the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals. There was a lot, and then we wound up in Denver. So we traveled, and by we, I mean I was on Countdown at that time. So Stephen A., Michael Wilbon, Jalen, and me were in Denver for the NBA Finals. And believe me, I heard it. I heard from all of the Denver fans, all you guys talked about was the Lakers, all you talked about was LeBron, all you talked about was the Lakers, all you talked about was LeBron. And that's just the reality of the situation. The media capital of the world is New York. We are the networks are overrun and lousy with New York-based fans. Stephen A. Smith obviously being at the top of that list and by far the most prominent person that we have. So that was the way it was going to be. I actually think it worked to the benefit, to the point I made about the Game 2 stuff. I think it worked to the benefit of the Pacers. I think Carlisle played that really, really well. He basically said, no one thinks we have a chance. No one wants us here. It's just us against the world. And I think, didn't Halliburton say something like that yesterday in the postgame, right? He said, no one gave us a chance, and Miles Turner co-signed that. So, look, those things can work in either direction. And I think it wound up working in the Pacers' favor over the course of the series.
I agree. Incredible motivation. It sounds like Tyrese Halliburton is a guy, though, that does pick up, things to be pissed off about. And Rick Carlisle continuing, to push the right buttons is a beautiful story here. If you were to watch TV, anybody that had a microphone in front of them, maybe some makeup on and a large platform, boy, you could see them actually callousing their knees, praying to God that the New York Knicks would take on the Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals. That'd be a dream. Holy shit. Boston, New York in the Eastern Conference Finals. There was a chance it was going to be Boston, New York in the NHL Eastern Conference Finals. You could see TV executives and on-air personalities who are from those areas bopping to themselves about the possibility of the playoffs being a wet dream come true. Then Game 7 happens in Madison Square Garden. Little old Indiana Pacers travel into the Mecca to take on the New York Knicks in front of a slew of celebrities who are from the great city of New York. What a city.
What a city.
What a city.
Great city. Wow.
What a city. New York, what a city. So it's big.
Yeah. It's a big apple.
It never sleeps.
Ever.
They're so smart. Finance, all the shit. New York's so important.
Concrete.
Oh my God. Concrete jungle, never quiet.
That's right.
You live in a box, but you pay a lot for it, so it's worth a lot. New York, it's where dreams come. It's where dreams come true.
Yeah.
Truly.
And they did come true. Tyrese Halliburton, TJ McConnell, Miles Turner, Spicy P come in and dance on the graves of all the stupid Knicks fans with their little pouty face. We were injured. We were hurt. We had all our players. You were playing against our bench. Wah, 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 wah. On-air personalities, TV, before the game. This is what the Knicks are going to have to do to win this game. Halftime, Mike Wilbon. There's no way the Pacers are going to be able to keep shooting the way that they did. Greatest shooting performance in the history of Game 7s in the NBA playoffs. Why? Because that human. Who's actually has Reggie Miller's arms right here.
Oh, okay.
Those aren't his arms.
Oh, really?
Makes
You
more
can
sense.
see how those could be his arms. Incredible editing here by our guy Derek. But that is Tyrese. We are in the middle of the Tyrese Halliburton era. A lot of people talking about how many points he's had in previous games. Well, the games that were up a lot, he's resting. They haven't rested. Tibbs should have thought about doing that. Instead, all your players are injured. And then Spicy P comes in. He's got championship pedigree. He comes out roaring hot. Miles Turner, he seems to not miss from three. He's become Steph Curry. And he's a 7-footer. And then Tyrese Halliburton. If your name's John Chetrit, hey, Bruce, what's this dude's name? John Chitrit?
Chetrit, I believe.
Congrats, you're in a hell of a year.
Great season. I wish we got to take you guys on with a healthy roster. Hopefully next year we do.
What would've been the
Proud of
excuse
Jalen
then?
Brunson for fighting through it all.
Fight through it all. He didn't break his hand until late in the third quarter. You guys are already down 20. Here's your best player, DiVincenzo.
12
He's
when he
got to
broke
be
it.
your second best player. I know Julius is hurt. Okay, and that is.
Yeah,
so-
Julius, second best player. OG, third best player. He
He played. I saw him out there.
Yeah.
That's not our fault. That's
Don't
not the
walk, he
Pacers'
shot.
fault. That's not the Pacers' fault.
Tibbs, baby.
But I do appreciate the fact that the New York Knicks fans the whole time. Okay, after they
Never
lose,
stop.
and then you see a lot of TV personalities before the game. What do they need to do? Halftime. They need after the game. Bummed out. There was a time actually when they announced that Jalen Brunson's hand was broke, where it seemed like Doris Burke didn't even talk. Ugh. Devastation.
Shell shock.
Hit the booth. Devastation hit the TV. Could you imagine if this Knicks team, who was hurt, so hurt, had to play this Boston Celtics team?
My God.
Everybody's wishing it was New York versus Boston. You want that New York Knicks team that's so so injured to take on this Boston Celtics team? I don't think so. That's not good for anybody. What is good for everybody is that this Pacers team is built of the right stuff. You know, Coach Carlisle even said in the locker room afterwards, boys, you came in here, you beat this team sorry ass in the Mecca in Madison Square Garden in front of all their stupid little celebrity fans. John Chetrid's dumbass, who's only sitting there because his dad's successful, running his mouth at Tyrese Halliburton, waking him up, dumb. That seems like a bad idea, especially in a Game 7. This is good for basketball.
Great.